most of the speakers that have gone before and the words that they've spoken about this legislation and the impact and what they see as the future of the Waikato region. And I'd just like to pay tribute to Lady Mahuta and especially to Naya for the very strong advocacy that Lady Mahuta made towards getting a solution, to Tuku, who was here earlier, to members of the negotiating team that we see in the building today, and Brian Roche that did a great job in negotiating the settlement. I want to acknowledge the Labour Party first of all for presenting the first stage of the settlement, and we were fortunate to be on the Waikato River at that time when Dr Cullen did that settlement, and basically that settlement was the impetus for what you see in this legislation now. The goodwill of Tainui, I think, shone through in that they and other iwi were willing to renegotiate that to find a more practical and enduring solution that would actually achieve the goals that settlement sought to achieve. So I think the goodwill that Tainui showed through the last year or so in that negotiation is something that I think a lot of New Zealanders and Waikato people should take a lot of inspiration from, because it shows the intent of the parties to work together for the best interests of the river and the region. I think we also need to take into account that it is not just Tainui involved in this. There are other iwi, Maniapoto, Tuwharetoa, Te Arawa and Rakawa that will also have a very big interest in the solution that is proposed in this bill. And also to Waikato Regional Council, Environment Waikato, and all the other councils that were part of this process. This has the credibility of the Waikato people. It is a democratic process. Those councils have supported these negotiations and have supported this result. And I like to see this not as a settlement but as an agreement for how we go forward. This shows a new way in which we can deliver a solution for the issues that face our region. And I say that as a Waikato dairy farmer that understands that we need a new approach and understands that we can work in one body to achieve one result for one river. And that is the future of our region. And many people in this House might not understand in some of their comments, or some people in this House might not understand in their comments, the actual development of the cultural aspect of the Waikato region, the importance that Tainui plays as an economic power base for our region, the importance of people in that region to be able to work together for common solutions. There has been a maturity in that region which this legislation sets some benchmarks for, but that region, through that maturity, will be able to deliver the results. And I think that we need to give credit to the people of Tainui, to the people of the Waikato region for coming together and being part of this enduring settlement. And we look forward to the results that it will have for river quality. It will have some effects. There will be some step up in attitudes and approaches that will be needed to achieve those effects, but that is life. That is going to happen anyway, and this is the way to do it. And I have full faith in this legislation and the people involved. I'd also like to congratulate the flexibility of the negotiators in coming to this arrangement. And we have some challenges going forward in making that vision a reality, and I think the governance board, setting up that first board, will be a crucial aspect of that, so we have the right people on there. And then we have to make sure that there is the public awareness and acceptance of this settlement and agreement, and it is up to all parties to be part of that process and to encourage people to take on board the opportunity that this legislation gives us to actually provide that enduring solution. So in the end, I believe that we have a result here that is possible for all people of the Waikato to achieve a very serious and strategic goal for our region of increasing the water quality and also the environmental aspects of our region. And I'd like to thank all those political parties that have supported this legislation, those political parties, especially Labor, that started the negotiations, to our Minister Chris Finlayson and to the Select Committee who have taken it to the next level and providing that solution. And I'd like to thank Tainui and all the other iwi for the way that you have been in approaching the negotiations and done it in an inspirational way, which I believe shows that we have a strong future and we can work together as a region to achieve our goals. Thank you.